If you're interested in starting to play pickleball or tennis this summer, but you're interested if you've got the range of motion and the mobility to be able to play it safely, I'm going to show you a few quick screening tools that you can use and make sure that your hips and shoulders move the way you would need to safely hit a ball and serve through tennis. So first thing we want to do is make sure that your hips are moving well. So we'll check the rotation of the hip joints themselves. You can do that seated is the easiest way of doing it, and then I'll show you how to do it standing as well. So if you're seated, you just want to find a seat that puts your thighs about parallel with the ground. You'll raise that foot up off the ground. First thing you're going to do is the internal rotation. So you want to check how much are you able to lift that foot going out, keeping your thigh in line here. So you want to see, comparing that across both, making sure that you are able to lift that heel out, making sure your move fairly symmetrical there. Then you also want to check the external rotation, which is easiest to just check by crossing your arm, applying some pressure, seeing how far open are you able to get that hip to mobilize. And the main important thing that we want to see here is that you move pretty symmetrically across your hip. If one of your hips is only able to come down about this far, the other hip is able to open up quite a bit, that tells us there's some work that needs to be done to help mobilize and increase that hip's ability to externally rotate. Now, if you don't do it seated, you can do it easily standing up as well, since that's the position that you'll be in pickleball or tennis. So with one foot kind of staggered in front, what you'll do is just turn into that hip, seeing how far you're able to turn. Of course, swapping to the other leg, testing how far into that hip you can rotate. And of course, you'll also check your rotation out and your rotation out, feeling how your pelvis moves in relation to your hip. So if you feel any pain, if you feel restriction there, then that would be something that we would want to work on and show you some exercises and mobility drills to regain that symmetry through your hips and get you ready for playing pickleball or tennis. Now, the other region we want to make sure with these sports, since there's a lot of overhead work with tennis and pickleball, we want to make sure that your shoulders have good rotation as well. So for that, what we'll do is just raise your elbow to about the height of your shoulder. You'll want to bend your elbow to about 90 degrees. Now you want to come back as far as you can and keeping your shoulder in the same place. You want to rotate in as far as you can as well. Now total, that should be about 180 degrees. So it's easier to see from the side. You'll want to be able to start to about neutral, rotate in, and wind up in that opposite position. So some people have a lot of external rotation, so you might start much farther back, and you might not wind up quite as far down. But as long as that total range is about 180 degrees, you've got good range of motion in your shoulders. Of course, you want to do that on both sides, making sure that you've got some good symmetry. If you have that range of motion, that's going to put you at a much better place to be able to start playing tennis and pickleball without winding up as sore or with as many injuries.